like this. I like this setup.
Okay. Well, I got more to do, but then I can do camera clicks and everything. But Chris is not here, so I don't get a chance to show my little words on the camera thing. Once again, we're going to come back in, and Larry Richardson and my good friend is here, and we want to chime a little bit more about our meeting and how we got together, as well as, hopefully where we'll be going to. And you mentioned, now Chris just sent me a text of information. Was that concerning your activity or your event?
Oh, that was me. That was sending. Yeah, that was
you
mine.
sent it
Yeah,
to us.
I sent it to you guys.
Okay,
Yeah.
but I got something from him too. I don't have much on my phone, but he gave us something too. Did you get something from him this morning?
Let me see.
Yeah, it had to be this morning or yesterday, and it was something I like. What the heck? So I'll show you what I have.
Okay.
Then you say. So the other information was from us and the invite for it. Now, with this being an all-women program, of course, would we be out of place? Or will be man there?
That's a good question. Okay, look. So it is by Black American women for
Okay.
Black American women between Black American women. Now, if you and Chris want to usher and host
Thank you.
and support the sisters who are there,
Right.
then
That's
as we
what
gather, yes,
Okay,
yes.
that's what I feel click. I'm feeling clicked in now. Like I say, I'm just sitting around and the women talking, and I'm going,
Yes.
what did Chris and I play in this sport right there? But yeah, being host and
Yes.
people leading them to the seat and any assistance they need.
If you want to bring your artwork, right, something beautiful to look at, you can help.
Get
Help sisters
something-
seem beautiful.
Okay,
Yes.
get some culture into.
Yes.
Okay. By that time, I probably have some of the photographs that I did from the France, as well as the some of the Italy, and then I got one more Hawaii. Just a few little sections of things like that. Now, let me ask you this: I have when I went to Spain, they had a winery there, and I collected a lot of winery paraphernalia, artwork and stuff like that. I mean, really nice stuff. But I'm just trying to figure out a good place to exhibit that, because it's been a labor of love collecting. And, I'm
The
not
art or the wine?
the little bit of wine, but a lot more art.
Ah.
I actually have stone paintings and things of that nature of it. Because I did
So you
some
need a
collecting
gallery,
too.
yeah.
I do, but galleries are not. Or I just did 2 interviews with 2 artists the last couple of months, 2 of them, and then we talked about gallery versus the online versus the things of that nature right there. I'm trying to not get so much into the gallery aspect, because the 2 things we talked about is an artist level. You got gallery artists. You got what's the one where they go out and they do the tents and
The pop-ups?
it's pop-up, but they actually call that it's the one they do at the Memorial Park in downtown.
Really?
Yeah, Memorial Park has a art festival.
Oh, the
festivals.
festivals,
Thank you.
yes.
I couldn't. Yeah, it's not a pop-up, because festivals are
That's
well
true.
organized,
That's
put
true.
together.
They just had one.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. So yeah, I got one guy that does the gallery, one guy does the festivals, and then one is doing the internet.
Oh, well, yeah.
And we had that conversation. I've been leaning towards the internet. I'm leaning towards AI. Just get for 2 reasons. One is the time and effort.
That's true.
One of the guys, they would go out and do the festival, and they barely break even because of the transportation, the hotel, the setup.
We can just swipe.
Yeah. You
left.
go like, come on, man, that's a lot. And then I've done not festival, I've done exhibits, and it's a lot to put up and take down.
It's a lot.
It's tiring. Yeah, yeah. So I'm looking at, I don't have a problem with your situation, because it's a one-time deal.
Yeah.
And everybody will enjoy it and look at it. But doing it on a regular basis, it's just that's
And
not
online
worth
is international.
it. Yeah.
So
you got
if
you got the world, and it's working 24 hours.
And it's working for you while you sleep.
Thank you. And I'm going like,
No,
don't get
you're
me
right.
wrong. I love all of this out there, and I love the art, but
True.
I'm trying to figure out.
You could podcast your art all day, all night. You're right.
Yeah, yeah. So that's the way I'm focusing and looking for the future. And then, like I said, I just did a brief. I got in Thursday night, Friday morning. I did a quick Facebook. I got already 100 and some people sharing the Facebook. Yeah. So I was like, okay, this is cool. People liking it and stuff like that. So I want to expand on that or grow on that and utilizing things and your kids know. It's just a matter of growing and figuring out which way the direction you want to take it.
That's true.
So that's where we are with that. But us being available for it there and assisting you and supporting you in there, right on. Now, how are we going to get Chris to put a suit on?
How you going to get him?
How you going to get him to put a suit on and be on time? Yeah. I know. I have to go get him and bring him myself. That's what I'll do. I think we got a plan of action. We sitting here right now, a plan of action right now. Yeah. So are any other men assisting you will be there from the other friends side?
No. So far, let me tell you why I trust you two. I trust you two because of your experience with insurance, right? You've been doing you're on your third generation of those being insured. I remember.
Awesome.
I remember that.
Great.
And he is the usher of all ushers on the usher board.
Right. Of his church.
Of his church.
Right.
Over Church Pearland. And that's what we're familiar with as a community, right? The insurance and the usher board.
Okay.
Doesn't that wrap us up real good?
Okay. I got you.
So those two things to me are most important. Another thing that I want to bring up based on what you're saying is what this translates to. I grew up watching Tab Smiley,
I know it.
Black American, right? I forgot the name of those.
I went to a couple of them. He had a few of them in here in Houston.
Did he?
It's the summit. It was something
yeah,
summit.
Yeah. The Black Summits he used to do.
Summit, right.
And then Tony Brown's journal. Like, I remember watching again and again us talk about the state of the nation, the state of our people.
Yes, they are.
What this translates to my mind, especially for my mother and her generation and us now, we're getting up there with our own ailments, is we need restorative spaces. We need retreats. We need spas that speak to our culture.
Right.
In that, the important thing about is that art and beauty. We have to have colors and smells and foods that tend to our needs.
Exactly.
That to me is the living word in motion.
Okay.
The dream is that you'll have a house that is beautiful, or maybe a part of a church, right?
Right.
That extends into the care that a Black woman needs for herself, because we're doing it anyway.
Right.
We're doing it anyway, and we're kind of, not everybody but me, suffering through it a little bit.
Okay.
Right? You don't know who the person is.
Right.
It's very extractive. You get your money, but there's nothing really in it personally for you.
Okay.
I've had to go over the past 25 years. I've been to the Mudhood centers. I've been to very expensive spas. You go to these great places, but they're not catered for you. They're not catered for your culture.
Exactly.
Right? And I thought, man, we spend the money. I need a place just for us. Where the cornbread is hitting it.
Okay.
Where the greens have a vegetarian option that are hitting it.
Okay.
Right? That the smells, the jazz, the artwork is hitting it. That the quilts, the cottons, the herbs, right? But it's catered towards us. Anybody can come, but it's catered towards what we need to level our nervous systems out.
Gotcha.
Right.
What do you know, based on what you just said there, about the Shrine of the Black Madonna or Shape Center?
Yes.
Are those similars or totally different than the environment or the...
That's a very good question. I'm going to say they're very different for this reason.
Okay.
I might get myself in trouble with this.
Well, that's what gets the people. No, controversy.
This is what's going to get us in trouble.
Okay. Good trouble, though.
Good trouble. Okay. So Black American women have been conditioned since she got here to serve everybody else. Everybody else. And I think by our default, whether it's our churches, whether it's Shape or Shrine of Black Madonna, it's still heavily patriarchal, meaning our needs aren't really first, right? mama's needs aren't at the top because mama's going to serve everybody.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So me being in this culture, even as I raise these 3 children, right? I have an ex-husband. I'm created to serve, well, in my mind, created to serve them to my own detriment. I had to really figure that out, right? We're created to slave and break for the sake of something and someone else.
Right.
That's been how we've gotten through survival.
Right.
And I bring this message I think that Jesus was talking about, that it is finished. We've overcome, right? We just have to realize that that part of the legacy ends and now the governing begins. Because we can read now. We say this on the podcast. We can read now.
Okay.
We's educated
Yes,
now. Black people can do all the jobs now. Right? We're safer than we think we are.
Right.
Because none of this has happened without us. Right? We know all the trick doors and the back doors. They can deport whoever they want to deport. But if you deport us, we built the structure.
Right.
Okay? So I think even though we mean well, that colonizer part of us, I have not personally seen a space where we get to meet and build something based on our needs the way we need it, like, because by default of how we've been engineered, we're going to defer to our husbands, to our sons. It's not a bad thing, but I'm saying that at the 161st year, we've got to put ourselves right in the creator positions that we are.
Okay.
Right? We got to have a baby, and we have to focus on taking care of ourselves.
Right.
And letting somebody tend to us.
Right.
And as women, we usually don't do that.
So is it fair to say, with your enlightenment, information, for education, for us men to come to the realization that taking focus off of self, which is my pastor used to always talk about focus on self, intravenous, as opposed to, which is Greek for interest turned in on self, and start focusing in on our mates or the women of our society, supporting. Have we men, I don't say we've done it well, supported the women, our culture, at all in your respect or to a certain level?
Well, I think...
I know we can do better.
Well, this is what I honestly think. I think that we have been so deeply colonized against the God within us that I think you guys have done what you were told to do.
Okay.
And we've done what we were told to do.
Okay. We followed their program.
You followed their program to a T.
So they've done very well.
Very well.
Okay. Got it.
Right? And I think parts of us, especially the Black women, because we needed to survive, have broken away, right? And then lots of interventions as well. It's Mr. Jackson.
Looking for that. So that's a very great ending to our conversation. So what we're going to do, we're going to come, and those that are interested and understand exactly where she's coming from and where we are, we want you to continue to sign in, share, like, and subscribe to our podcast, Mastermind Wisdom for Winners, and come back and listen to the parts, because we're not through yet. This is to be continued. So we want to welcome you and thank you once again for coming. And we're going to close with Mr. Jackson on his way.